So Raya is very different than most dating apps. Think of Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge like a random bar down the street. Everyone is welcome. You go there might be girls, there might not. Versus think of Raya as more of a high-end, exclusive party that you need to actually be invited to. You can't just download Raya and start using it right away, unless you're maybe Leonardo DiCaprio. You need to be invited on. In order to get invited on, there's 2 conditions that need to be met. Number 1 is you need to have a valid Instagram, and that part is easy. And I think all the major dating apps start doing that because they can really weed out the trolls and the catfishes and the marketers. And number 2, you need to be vouched for by a current member. Personally, I had 2 members vouch for me, and I still had to wait 8 months to get in. The more people that vouch for you, the faster you will get on. So if you have 4 or 5 people vouch for you, you'll probably get on, within a few weeks. But it's definitely worth the wait. I mean, it's a massive pain in the ass to get on, but once you're on, you get number 1, no trolls, no catfishes, no people trying to sell you shit, no OnlyFans girls. Every girl is pretty much attractive, and the ratio is 50-50. And because it's very exclusive, every girl that is talking to you on there thinks that you're someone who's cool and important, right? So you kind of have that element of pre-selection, which definitely makes it better than all the other dating apps that I've been on. Now, let's take a look inside of Raya so you can see exactly how it works and what kind of girls you're gonna find on there. Hint, they're gonna be hot as fuck. So the one annoying thing about Raya, at least from my perspective, is that you can't screenshot or screen record. As soon as you try to do it, it gives you an error message. It literally is super secretive, kind of like how you expect it to be. Anyway, so what I had to do was take a photo of my phone. The quality is gonna be a little bit lower, but there's literally no way around it. Let's take a quick look at my profile. So here's the first photo. We got Rhaegar in there, obviously me barbecuing, me shirtless. It's a good thing they allowed that. Me having a drink, me pouring wine, and that's basically it, right? This is the standard profile I've used on pretty much all my dating apps, and I didn't even actually bother to write it in bio because simply I started getting so many matches. But basically, again, I'm just saying where I live, where I'm from, what industry I work in, and that's basically it, right? I probably should spruce up this profile if I want to be more optimal, but I found myself getting so many results that I didn't even really need to. So let's take a look at just kind of swiping through some of the girls that I matched with. So, and look for the common pattern that you might see amongst all these girls. There's going to be one. So here we have another girl, pretty cute. Let's keep going. A little bit too muscular for me, but I think some guys might like that. A little just too like fucking fit, I guess is the word. This girl's cute, although I wish she had bigger tits. This girl would probably be more my type. She's cute. Probably a little too muscular. Okay, this girl is definitely hot. Let's see what else we have. Definitely very pretty face. Let's see this girl. Not bad. She's okay. Oh, this girl's probably the most attractive one out of the bunch. I don't know why. She just has this like, come fuck the shit out of me type of look. So match with her. Oh, this girl's very attractive too. And yeah, that's basically just, oh, she's got big booties too, so I like that. And this is basically just like literally like 2-3 minutes of swiping, right? And again, you're going to get a lot more matches on there simply because of the ratio is just so much better. Now, one thing that you guys might notice amongst all these girls is that it's more of like pretty model looking girls who are like more successful upper middle class. You're not going to find any like low class, like ghetto, like, like OnlyFans like thoughts, or like huge booty Latinas who are just like, like fucking shooting porn and stuff like that. Those girls are less common on there because again, you need to be referred by several people and, more likely this app is designed for more successful people. But again, there's no income check anyone can get on, right? It's just like, that's just what you're gonna find on there. Now, me personally, I like those big booty Latinas and there are some of those on there, but if you like those model looking girls, the girls who have really pretty faces and just have fit bodies, then this is the perfect app for you. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the girls that I matched with that I actually was able to set up a date with. And this again, within the span of like 5 days, I actually had Indian P do the texting for me just simply because they didn't have enough time. So the style's gonna be a little bit different, but it's also gonna be good. Let's take a look. So this is the first girl, definitely very pretty, and she turned out to be Russian. Okay, very pretty face. So I'm gonna be reading. She's gonna respond to some things in Russian. I'll just automatically translate in English. So open her with question. What is it? How do you look innocent, trouble at the same time? And she says, this is integrity, doesn't even really make sense, so blah, blah, blah. Julia seems to be full of it. You're smart, a full package like you. What language do you speak? Russian, English, and some Spanish. So she's like, how long you been in Miami? About 6 years. She's like, a month. Here she doesn't respond, so double text. Our romance shall be filled with Russian banter though. She's like, I'm a little awkward when it comes to Russian. I'll be sure to teach you some English on a romantic date. So going for the soft close, which is important. I even have a plan, education plan, romantic date plan. So here, just trying to set up plans. And this is a text that NDMP likes to use. I personally don't, but it goes like this. You're going to love it. We shall grab cocktails there, vibe and flirt with each other, build chemistry, make each other blush, lots of tension, talk about our passions while we maintain seductive eye contact. Light hair play and grippings may or may not be included to spice things up. Now look, this is again, not a text I personally like to use. Just simply like, just kind of seems counterintuitive to what I know about texting, but I've seen it work for NDMP and other guys like countless times, so I'm not going to dismiss it. So here she says, your mattress is pretty good. What if we not like each other? So this is a common concern. It's like, hey, do I have to fuck you if you're weird? And he says, if we don't like each other, we will say goodbye, but I have a good feeling we will. So she's like, okay, that's a plan, but honestly, I don't believe in plans usually. It is a plan, but I don't believe in plans. So here's just blah, blah, blah. And he asks for the number. She gives like a smiley face. He says, that's not a phone number. And that's a good way to address that. She's like, I'm about plans in general. I feel like always has its own plan. Here she gives a number. Bam. Okay, now let's take a look at the next girl. This girl is probably a little bit more my type because her tits are like a lot bigger. She opens me actually. Hi there. Hey, you, welcome to my city. Haha, I actually used to live here. Every time I come back, I want to move back. Once you come here, you don't leave. You become part of the Miami bloodline. Haha, I lived here for 6 years. I do think about moving back often and maybe buy something, blah, blah. I'll give you the perfect reason to permanently move back. My husky and my charm are a deadly combo. So here we're talking about dogs. She's like, I got her in Miami. I say my dog's name is Rhaegar. She's like, is that from Game of Thrones? Which is impressive. I say, indeed, hope you like some sun and get some tan lines too while you're here. I find that sexy. Yep, bonus points for knowing where Rhaegar is from. So she's like talking about, you know, a little bit about Game of Thrones. And here NDMP says, if it gets chilly at night here, my cuddles will warm you up. Haha, well, Miami never gets cold, which is nice, but I'll still take the cuddles. So she's very responsive. What about wine and romantic balconies? They're much better. Yeah, this girl's like clearly DTF. None anywhere. We shall split a bottle of wine on my romantic balcony with cuddles and the agenda after building chemistry. What are your plans Saturday? So it's a very good sign when the girl's the one that's throwing out logistics. I'll be free later in the night. Shoot me your number and let's coordinate over text. I've got a show at night. I'm out here on tour with one of my artists, but we can see if we can make it work. And bam, she gives me the number. Again, this is like 5 days using this app very loosely. And yeah, like I do notice that you get higher responsiveness and girls are much more receptive simply because due to the fact that the app is so selective, the girls are confident that you're not a serial killer, you're not catfish, right? And the ratio is much better. So I definitely think, even though it's a pain in the ass to get on, it's well worth the wait. Raya executives, if you're watching this video and you're thinking about banning me, think about how many new people I just sent your way. So hopefully you don't ban me because I'm actually very much enjoying the app. Also guys, we're gonna be doing a free webinar later tonight. We're gonna be showing you case studies of guys who used to get shitty results. We're gonna have a virgin or guys who are really, really struggling to get matches and show you guys exactly how they turned it around and were able to start getting matches. We're also going to do a massive Q&A at the end, but you do have to pre-register. Link in description, but it is 100% free. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.